Let's take a quick look at Doc and Marty. Hi everyone, welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and in this short video we're going to look at the newly released Hot Toys 1/6 scale Doc and Marty from Back to the Future 3. So let's take a quick look at Doc. First thing I'm noticing is I think the tailoring's pretty good. I like the way they're giving these characters. They're kind of unique. They're Western, they're old-fashioned. They have, you know, like things, little touches like the dicky bow and this chain for the waistcoat. I presume that's a pocket watch or something like that. The waistcoat, the shirt underneath, the kind of this checker colored coat. It's not something you normally see Hot Toys do. I know that they're pretty good at their tailoring and they're getting better and better, but I think the trump card here is the proportions and the cut and sew, the tailoring, and the little kind of accessories that both of these characters come with. The weak points are probably the sculpted hair on Doc and the expressions. Not necessarily the sculpts. I think the sculpts are okay. I think the Doc seems better than the Marty. Marty's looks like a small boy there. I know he was young then, but he looks very, very boyish there. But look, we'll get to Marty. Let's take a quick look at Doc. So these are both out. Quick check actually. I want to just see how much these figures are. So where is Doc? Where is Doc? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, so well, there's Marty's 270 and Doc is also 270. Right, so they're available now. They've been out in Hong Kong. Sideshow, I'm not sure, they'll probably ship in soon. First thing I'm noticing here is this gun. Really, really good accessory. I like it, kind of you know, your standard kind of Western rifle. And then you've got this scope that he's obviously built, which, yeah, if people didn't realize he was from another time, there was definitely kind of hiding in plain sight there, Doc. So the hair, it's a sculpted hair. I think is the weakest part of this figure, to be honest. It's just very, very obviously an action figure. Very, very obviously a figure as opposed to kind of a high-end collectible. And it's unfortunate because Hot Toys are getting better and better and better with their paint apps, their sculpts, and their sculpted hair. I think they've got the edge with sculpted hair. If you compare, like, say, Hot Toys and InArt, I do think that InArt have the edge with rooted hair, and I think that until Hot Toys shows me something different or better. But I do think that Hot Toys are so good with their sculpted hair and their paint apps on the sculpted hair, they definitely have the edge and are better than InArt from what I have seen with their one product they have released. Yeah, so I love the layering on this. Like, if you take a look at this, right, you've got, like, there's so much going on. You got the shirt underneath, you got some sort of a scarf thing, you got this waistcoat and these chains. I can't remember what I think they're from a pocket watch or something like that, possibly. You've got this belt, I'm guessing that is pleather, and then over the top of that you've got this coat. So it comes with like almost two coats really, I suppose. Liking that. And I think the head sculpt is pretty good. I definitely see Doc there, I definitely see Christopher Lloyd there. It's just the sculpted hair takes me out of it. I don't think this hat is removable either. I like what they've done here with this kind of old style postcard photo type thing. They've got the, you know, the two figures together and made them, you know, pose them kind of like in the movie. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, love the long coat. Characters with long kind of trench coats, they're very cool. So whether it's Deckard from Blade Runner or Joe from 2049 or Neo from the Matrix lobby scene in the first movie or Nightmare Batman, they're just deadly looking. Like, I think this is kind of falls into that category. It's just a really, really cool costume choice. Looks good on screen and transfers very well to the figure as well. I think there's maybe the hat looks very plastic again. I know they're made from plastic, but the idea is supposed to look like material. I think maybe it's because of it looks very like shiny. I think so. The hat and the sculpted hair are taking me out of it. You cannot, you cannot remove the hat. Definitely, I think it's the expression. Like here, like these expressions look, because of that pose, the expressions stand out like a sore thumb. And I think there's one, yeah, this is the worst one, I think. Just them on a horse, like quite clearly figures. They're dead in the eyes. The expression, it doesn't work. But there are some poses that the blogger did with the Marty, which the expression actually works quite well, and we'll get to them as well. You know, Doc was always a bit like, you know, very expressive character, very comedic as well, enthusiastic. That looks pretty cool. Again, it's because the pose. Yeah, they look kind of dead in the face there. But look, if you're a Back to the Future 3 fan, for me, it was the weakest out of the trilogy. And again, Back to the Future, like, they are iconic films. They've stood the test of time. I've always had fun watching them, but they're never something like I absolutely loved as a kid or a teenager or an adult. Like, you know, good movies, but for me, that's it. You know, I'm not going to collect anything from it. If I was collecting anything, I'd be getting the DeLorean with the and I couldn't, you know, I can't fully rule that out because that piece is just amazing. More than likely not, but the DeLorean and then pairing them with the Doc and Marty from Back to the Future 2, which are kind of creeping up in value now at the moment. That looks deadly. To be fair, like that looks deadly. And now there's the expression there is probably apt for looking down through the scope and concentrating, shooting towards Mad Dog Tannen. Yeah, so that's Doc. All in all, I think this is pretty damn cool. If you're a diehard Back to the Future fan, you're a completionist, I'd say you'd be just dying to get these versions. But for me, if I had to get one Doc, one Marty, it's going to be from the first movie, the second movie, more than likely the second, and then get the hover converted DeLorean. That would make more sense to me. But then again, I'm probably not going to do that because I'm not a big Back to the Future fan. I do think this was good. I think the expression takes a bit out of it, and maybe that sculpted hair, something about the hat as well looks overly plasticky. Right, so let's move and take a look at Marty. First thing I'm noticing is he's really shiny. It's very, very obviously plastic. I know, again, they are made out of plastic, that's fine, but the combination of sculpt and the paint apps should kind of trick us a little bit. Same issue with the sculpted hair here looks obviously plasticky, but some of the same. So the expression and the sculpted hair and the hat, they're the things that are taking me out of it. But similar to Doc, the outfit's on point. You got your poncho, you got this thing that comes from a range cooker or something like that he takes and uses a bulletproof vest. You got the rope around it, looks pretty cool. I think you'd need the poncho. I would definitely be using the poncho. Got a revolver as well, holster. This little kind of dish or whatever like that. 2 revolvers. Yeah, now I'm going to get to some of these poses that I really liked actually, because the expression, if you get the right pose, like that pose there, that would make sense with the expression. You know, he's kind of a bit afraid, he's intense looking, he's concentrating. Same here, he's about to draw, that makes perfect sense. Like, you know, I think what I'm saying is the expression, because it's very specific, it will limit the posing. Again, that works. I really like this one. And it's quite funny because he's really like, you know, we settle this like men and just get shot. But of course he has the metal, the piece of metal from like the cooker or whatever underneath his poncho. Yeah. So look, all in all, look, if you're a Back to the Future fan, you'll probably just be delighted with these. Maybe I don't think the little drawbacks like the sculpted hair or the plastic in the hat or the expressions, I don't think that'd be enough to put off a diehard Back to the Future fan. But yeah, look, that's for them to decide. That's the end of this video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking these up or not. And you can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.